This is Wainaku Villas. This is the property that recently sold last year for 7.7, 168 units. And so that comes out to $45K per unit. And so this is the quality of the comp that we're trying to use, which is obviously much different than the property, the Wild Ginger. So drive around there if you could, please, Ben. So we'll drive around a little bit. Much better. I mean, it definitely has issues. Some of the structures are not incredible and have some issues, but nothing like the old Wild Ginger. So he actually, the one of the Wild Gingers actually raised his price, not lowered his price. He wants 2.3, he says, which puts him at $53,000 per door for the units that he has now. And I mean, only half of his units are in operation, so it's like he's asking $100,000 per door for a property that's not even a quarter as good as this right here. So that's where we're at today as far as our looking into Wild Ginger. But this is driving around a little bit of Wainaku Villas. And this actually was kind of a weird, unique deal. It was already a mixed use. So it was condos, hotels, office spaces. There was some restaurants and bars and stuff in here. And so the 168 units that sold were for the 7.7. So yeah, you can see like stuff right there, man. You can see like issues, paint and some deterioration, but nothing like we're talking about where the floors are falling in over there at the Wild Ginger. So what we're finding out is that the Wild Ginger is wildly overpriced. However, if we crunch the numbers for a little while, we might find out that even with the tax credit, it might even still be worth it, even though it's so overpriced. Because apparently they can just sit there in the property and not need to sell, which is basically what they've been doing. It's been on the market and they've tried to sell it a couple times, but they can't get anybody to pay the price they want. So this is across from Wainaku Villas. So the reason I'm showing you this is because it's also close to town. There's restaurant, water, parks. So it's not like it's a crappy apartment. It's actually so commercial spaces for lease in here. So that's we got some county buildings and everything in here. So some of that is what's sold and some of this is what's sold. But it was the 160, no, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. This is all the commercial spaces. The units that we were just filming is what's sold. And then some of these as well. Yeah, we've got doctor offices in here, dentists, and looks like some veterinarians and such. But back there, what we're interested in are the residences, and those are the condos. I'll find out more about what the square footages of them are, but just from looking from the outside, they've got to be more than double Wild Ginger as far as size. And I mean, obviously they're a lot higher quality as far as how much work needs to be done on them. All right, that's that.